Do this with me. Don't answer it out loud. Just think. When was the last time you woke up and felt completely rested? Not that I slept okay. Not that coffee will fix it. I mean, you woke up, your mind felt light, your body felt fresh, and you were actually excited for the day. Can you remember? Most people can't. And that's strange because we've never had easier lives. We order food with one tap, money moves instantly, AI writes our emails, groceries arrive in minutes, maps tell us exactly where to go. Almost everything that was supposed to make life easier has arrived. And why do so many of us, especially the millennials, feel like we are constantly surviving? Now let me ask you something even stranger. Do you remember our parents constantly talking about burnout? Not tired after work, not stressed before an exam. I meant burnt out. Unable to focus, always anxious, watching productivity videos, listening to podcasts without discipline, feeling guilty for resting? I don't remember. And that's fascinating because our parents worked much harder than we do. Many of them worked 6 days a week. They stood in queues to pay bills. They traveled without GPS. They raised children without Amazon, without Swiggy, without ChatGPT, without smartphones. Life was objectively harder. So why does it feel like our generation is mentally collapsing? Here is what I think. We have been asking the wrong question. We keep asking, why am I so tired? When the real question is, what exactly is exhausted? Because I don't think it's our body. I think it's our nervous system. And by the end of this video, I want to completely change the way you think about burnout. I think you've spent years living inside an environment your brain was never evolved for. Imagine it's tomorrow morning, 7 a.m. Your alarm rings. Before you even open your eyes, your phone lights up. 3 WhatsApp messages, an email from your boss, a reminder that your SIP has been deducted, a LinkedIn notification. Someone from your college just became a vice president. Instagram says another friend is in Europe. YouTube recommends how millennials start their mornings. And you haven't brushed your teeth. And somehow, you're already behind. You get ready. You go out of your home. You get traffic, then the office, then the meetings, the emails, the WhatsApp, the Excel, the AI, more meetings. You come back home, you do dinner, you do Netflix, Instagram, sleep, repeat. Week after week after week, month after month, year after year. But then, why does this feel especially true for millennials? I don't think it's because we are weaker. I think it's because we are the first generation asked to live in 2 worlds. We are raised by analog parents for a digital future. Our parents taught us, study hard, get a good degree, get a stable job, work sincerely. Everything else will fall into place. It wasn't a bad advice. It was a perfect advice for the world they lived in. The problem is, the world changed. Halfway through our lives, the rules were rewritten. The internet, social media, smartphones, startups, COVID, remote work, now recently the generative AI. Every few years, a completely new operating system. Imagine training your entire life to become a brilliant sailor, and every few years, someone changes the oceans. How do you ever feel like you have arrived? For the first time in history, the human brain has access to more information than it can possibly process. And yet, we keep asking it to process more and more of it. Because here is this truth. The human nervous system has only one question. Not that am I successful, not that am I productive, not that am I rich, just one, am I safe? For thousands of years, that question meant, is there a tiger outside the cave? Today, the tiger looks different. It's the unread email, it's the missed call, the EMI, the appraisal, the LinkedIn notification, the AI update. Your nervous system doesn't know the difference. It simply receives one signal over and over again. Pay attention, pay attention, pay attention. And if your brain is constantly told that something needs your attention, how can it ever believe that it's safe enough to rest? If you go back 10,000 years, the human at that time made only 300 decisions. Today, you make 35,000 decisions per day. 200 of them are alone to decide what do you want to eat. Now imagine something. Nothing changes tomorrow. Your boss is still your boss. Your MI still exists. Traffic is still terrible. Your children still need you. Your parents are still growing older. AI isn't slowing down. The world hasn't become easier. So how can you possibly feel better? Just one question. What tells my nervous system that I'm safe? Because once you ask that, your priorities begin to change. Sleep stops becoming something you sacrifice. It becomes something you protect, not because sleeping more is productive, because sleep is the only time your brain gets permission to clean itself. You expect the most complex object in the known universe, your brain, to perform perfectly after 5 hours of sleep, that too broken. And then you blame yourself instead of your habits. Sleep is not laziness. Sleep is neurological maintenance. If I could convince you to become selfish about one thing, it would be your sleep. Protect it the way you would protect your savings because it compounds. Every good decision tomorrow depends on it. I want you to rediscover something that our parents never had to learn: how to be alone. Not lonely, alone. These are different things. Loneliness is painful because you want connection. Solitude is healing because you are reconnecting with yourself. Every empty space gets filled with music, podcast, Instagram, YouTube, noise. What if your greatest source of recovery is hiding inside the silence that you're trying to escape? Then comes the hardest lesson. Healing your nervous system will disappoint some people. You'll stop replying instantly. You leave your phone outside the bedroom. You will say no. You'll stop checking emails at midnight. Some people will call it selfish. Maybe it is. But here's something I have realized. A burnt out person cannot create peace for anyone else. Not for their partner, not for their children, not for their team. Calm is contagious, but so is anxiety. The version of you that constantly says yes might actually be giving the people you love less of yourself. Sometimes the kindest thing that you can do is protect your mind first. I want you to leave with one question, a question that I hope stays with you long after this video ends. Before every decision, before saying yes, before checking your phone, before staying up one more hour, before opening another tab, ask yourself, will this convince my nervous system that it is safe? Or will it convince it that the emergency never ends? So tonight, don't try to change your life. Don't download any other app. Don't buy one more productivity course. Don't write 10 new goals. Instead, do something much harder. Sit quietly for 10 minutes. No phone, no music, no podcast. Just you. It will feel uncomfortable. That's okay. Because discomfort is often the sound of your nervous system slowing down for the first time in years. And before I leave you, I want you to ask the same question that changed everything for me. What have you done today to convince your own nervous system that it's finally safe? Because maybe that's the real definition of wealth. Not having more, but needing less. Not moving faster, but knowing where to stop. Not building a bigger life, but building a quieter mind. Because in a world where everyone is competing for your attention, the greatest act of rebellion may simply be finding your way back to yourself. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one.